Hello and welcome to Whiskey Lovers Society.
With me, Gert Retief, and
I'm his daughter, Talita Harvey.
it has been almost 7 years that I have seen my daughter, so a long time. And of course, now we are in Belgium together, and of course, an opportunity to introduce a newbie, a real newbie to whiskey. And we set up 3 whiskies. I'm not telling her what to do. I'm giving her an opportunity to nosing it, tasting it, and then at the end of the time period, we're going to have a decision which one. And of course, at the end, it's going to be a little bit of a surprise. I'm quite curious to see which one she will be picked. So I will put up the first one, and it is not really an entry-level whiskey. It's a whiskey that I quite like. It's a strong boy, but I'm going to give her an opportunity just to give it a nose, go through all of them, and then after the nosing, I will tell you which one each of the whiskies are. And we'll start off, and I will show the people what it is. She doesn't know anything about whiskey, so I'm going to start off with this one. And I know a lot of people say, "Are you crazy?" But I do like it, and remember, if you keep it a small sip, it's not going to overpower the palate. So on the nose, on this one, what do you get?
Well, definitely a strong smell of whiskey. It smells quite strong.
It's
Like
strong.
it's a lot of alcohol.
It is a lot of alcohol, and we are looking at 60.1% alcohol by volume.
Sure. It smells a little bit sweet.
It is sweet. What
Like
type of sweet do you think?
Like a fruit. I want to say like a pear.
Yes. So a nice fruity notes.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit of spice.
A
of
little
some
bit of a
sort.
spiciness.
Yeah.
What?
Smells really good.
It smells good. That's always a good start. Okay, now let's go to the next one. And the next one, of course, is a whiskey that a lot of people love, a lot of people like. Sometimes a little bit expensive, and sometimes very difficult to find. So what do you think about this one? And for the people that's watching, we're looking at a nice Springbank.
It smells very different.
Yeah. What do you smell?
I want to say musky. I don't know if that's the right word.
Yeah.
Like it's not sweet, but it doesn't smell bitter.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you compare the two, if you take this one, which one do you prefer? The
I think this
Boenehaven?
one, yeah, this one smells
So you like the
nicer.
Boenehaven more than the Springbank?
Yeah.
Oh
I don't
my!
know what this reminds me of. It's like something familiar, but I can't explain it. I'm sure when you tell me what it is, I'm gonna be like, oh, that's it.
Now, if you think it, do you get a little bit of a smokiness in it?
Yes, that's probably like a wood fire.
A wood fire. That is
That's
actually
what it
a
is.
perfect description
Okay.
on
I
this
was like, I
one.
knew I know it.
And if you
Okay.
give it more time, normally you get past that wood, and then you get sometimes a little bit of a sweeter note,
Okay.
sometimes like a toffee note, sometimes a little bit of a raisin note,
Okay.
and sometimes a little bit of a chocolate note in some of the whiskies.
I can like after you said raisin, I'm like, okay, I can pick that up. That's
Okay,
quite cool. Smoky whiskey.
and then the next one, no,
No, this one.
around. So the next one, what do you think about this one?
That smells like a fire. This one smells like fire, I think.
Yeah.
It's it makes me think of like when you go to a braai and then you come back, it smells like that kind of fire.
Exactly. Your clothing stinks of wood fire.
Yeah. I don't pick up like sweetness.
Okay. Now between the three, you have the Bunnahabhain, you have the Springbank, and you have the Ardbeg. Which one, by just smelling, which one would you prefer?
I still like the smell of the first one.
The first one,
Yeah.
the Bunnahabhain.
Yeah.
Now it comes to the tasting.
Okay. I wonder if it's going to match the smell.
Well, take this one. This is the, just to let everybody know, this is the 12-year-old Bunnahabhain. It is a strong boy, 60.1% ABV. It is from the Isla, it's an Isla single malt Scotch whiskey. It is cask strength. It will be a nice whiskey, but you have to take a very small sip, and maybe later on we can add a little bit of water.
So I need to let it evaporate.
Yeah, let it evaporate. So just a very tiny sip.
Yo, that like, I haven't even swallowed it. It just evaporates.
It just evaporates, yeah. What do you think about it?
I think it's strong. Like
Yeah.
it's, I like the way that it, I want to say melts in your mouth, but it evaporates.
Okay.
But it's quite strong, but nice.
It's strong.
Like
so
Bernie.
It's Bernie's, but what did you taste? Is there any sweetness that you taste? Was it a
Still that like fruity, underlying fruity sort of spicy.
fruity, spicy, and what type of fruit would you say?
I'm still leaning on pear.
Pears, yeah, you can
Yeah.
get. If you think about Oma's Christmas cake,
Oh, yes.
I get Christmas cake.
Okay.
It's like a Christmas cake in a glass
Yeah,
for me.
So, actually does.
Yeah,
It's like all mixed fruit.
yeah.
And
No, I have also have it. Now, so I think what I'm going to do, because it is quite hot, I'm going to bring it down with water, just normal tap water. I'm going to put in for you maybe 1 to 3 teaspoons of water. Give it a little swirl,
mix it all up.
mix it all up, and see what you think about it now.
That's, I feel like it goes down a bit smoother with the water.
Oh, absolutely.
It doesn't like burn.
It's not burning. And it will, for me, it becomes a little bit sweeter as well, and a little bit more dried fruit notes.
Yeah. Still spicy.
It's still spicy because it's quite a high ABV whiskey.
But
Now,
it's nice.
it is nice. Now, what do you think about this one? This is a Springbank. Now, this one is bottled at 46% ABV.
My ears are warm.
So try this one, but also again take a very small sip.
Oh, that's the smoky one.
That's the smoky one.
Okay. I feel like I can taste fire.
Yes, you can definitely taste fire, and they use peat, so they smoke. It's a smoky whiskey, but it is something that you like. And if you compare it to the Bunnahabhain, which one do you pick?
They are so different in taste, though.
It's
Like
very
it's difficult to sort of judge out because this is like smoky, where that's like fruity, spicy.
Exactly. Now I'm gonna put just a little bit of water in here. Let's do 2 spoons.
Okay.
Shake it a bit. And is there a big difference with water?
Yeah, I feel like it like smoother. It becomes smoother as well. It doesn't taste as smoky with the water, I think.
So the smoke level goes down. So the taste of it, do you find maybe like a toffee note or a Well, what type of note do you pick up on the taste? Is it just the smoke or is there something else in there?
Definitely something else. I want to say like it's leaning towards burnt toffee. I think. Like burnt
Okay,
sugar,
exactly,
burnt
yeah,
toffee.
there can be that.
Okay. Yeah, it definitely tastes different with the water.
Oh, yeah.
It's nice.
Okay. Now, I just want to make sure if it's the right one. Okay. Now we're going to go for the last one. And just for the people watching, I went for Artbeck 5-year-old. This is bottled, I think, 47.4% ABV. I was looking for the Lefroy, but it was finished. It would have been a little bit, well, all my viewers know what I'm talking about. So we're looking at Artbeck. It's called the Wee Beastie. And so a small beast.
Okay.
So what do you think? On the nose, did you
It's also like fiery.
fiery?
This is like the smoky bra.
Okay, and then try it, small sip again.
It's also strong. It's like in my nose. Yeah, it tastes like fire.
It tastes like a fire.
Like more than what the last one did. That's
Like a bonfire
Yeah.
almost. But do you, after that, do you get something else?
Let me try again.
There's, sometimes you get different types of notes. Or is it just the fire note?
I feel like the fire is the main thing I can taste. Like it's even in the aftertaste.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of sweetness. I don't pick up a lot of sweetness.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's put a little bit of water in it.
But I am just a noob. Brand new.
Well, the funny thing is, if I asked Mommy what did she smell, she said the hospital in all of them.
The hospital. It's funny. I don't know what that is. The fire, the smokiness goes down. What do you taste underlying?
A lot of like a saltiness, a little bit of a briny, like almost like a chocolate
Okay.
with the caramel. So a little bit of a caramel, but sometimes you get a chocolate caramel with some salt in it, little salty
Like salted
flake,
caramel.
and a little bit of a citrus note.
Okay.
And it becomes a little bit sweeter when you add water.
It does. It's not as fiery.
Yeah.
But all of them, the minute you add water, it's like it changes the whole flavor. Not completely, but different
Now,
dynamic.
from the three, which one would you pick as somebody that does not drink whiskey?
I think I still like the first one.
The first one,
Yeah.
the sweeter one. Do you now try it again?
Yeah, this one burnt my ears. Maybe the middle one, I think.
So you're going for Springbank? I think Springbank will be quite happy.
Yeah, I think Springbank.
My word, there you have it. A newbie picking up a Springbank. Well, expensive taste. So I'm glad that, well, the Artbeck for me, of course, also very good. I was completely under the impression that Boenehaven will be more to the taste because it's much more sweeter. It's got more fruity notes. So I'm quite surprised that you picked the Springbank 10-year-old. And yeah, that is it. Artbeck, I was actually rooting for Artbeck because a lot of people would tell me that they start their whiskey journey with a peated whiskey. Now this one, it's quite peated, maybe 45, 50 parts per million. So quite a peated whiskey. Some of them can be up to 225 parts per million.
Sure.
But a lot of people would say, I started with Lefroy and all this peated whiskey, their journey. My first peated whiskey was a Ardbeg 10-year-old, and it was disgusting. It was quite similar to this
Okay.
one. I couldn't stand it. And from there on, over the last 9 years, I started liking these peated whiskies much more than I should. But I am quite surprised that you picked up the Springbank. And it is a whiskey that a lot of people are chasing.
Okay.
It's sometimes very difficult to buy these whiskies because as soon as they put it on the shelves, all of them are gone. So there you have it. Springbank, 10 years old. Is picked by a newbie, somebody that never tasted it, and I'm quite proud of my daughter. And it is so nice to have my daughter here, only for a short visit, but it made my 2 weeks of fun with the children and everything. So thank you very much for watching,
And thanks for joining us.
and I see you next time. Cheers.